This does not look correct anymore. Did I not save after I... No, it looks like maybe I can just go in. Okay.
Home sweet home, Sherry. And I was wondering why it's so empty in here.
There may be a small chance that some of our property could be found among local traders' wares. It is worth a look, wouldn't you say?
Crescent items for your manor. Okay.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
I wonder if furniture does anything other than being a nice cosmetic in the manor.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Furniture. Alright, yep.
Something did happen that day, but no one can tell us the details. How can that be?
Agreed. It's rather suspicious.
Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
Yeah, alright. Let's see if there's anything up. Wait.
I remember how angry Mycroft was about these marks. He called it a frivolous, childish endeavor.
See if there's anything upstairs for us.
I heard footsteps upstairs a second ago. Wait, do we have an attic here?
Another locked door. Kinda functional mirror. Doesn't seem to be anything else. At least my Sherlock vision isn't picking up on anything, it doesn't seem like. Oh wait, there's this big conspicuous thing.
I think our family portrait used to hang here.
Oh, right.
One of the first things I saw when entering this house as a child. It's like deja vu.
I think it's not dirty, but the wallpaper became it's colored because of the portrait that would have been hanging in front of it. Like, that's not dirt, it's just that the portrait hanging in front of it caused it to take some of the blue out of the wall Basically, the wallpaper would be my guess for what they're doing. They're going for there. I mean, that's what I assumed it was.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it. Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
Lots of important things that I can't access yet. Can't go out on the balcony. Okay. Umbrella?
Mycroft's umbrella. The only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
Another memory incoming, Sherry.
Strange. I struggle to recall anything about the day we moved in. The only detail I'm sure of is that it was raining early that morning. Our mother brought a slew of belongings with her. She refused to leave a single thing in London. Mycroft had to spend the whole day dealing with it.
Is.
There was always a hat on our stand, but I'm sure it did not belong to Mycroft.
Running into. Alright.
This trip was a challenge for our mother. I tried to help her.
Do you feel it? Is it the air shimmering, or is it my imagination?
Craft. It won't do. This doesn't seem correct. Wait, it
Your
was.
neighbors will be
Alright.
told that Mrs. Holmes is suffering from tuberculosis. It is common to move closer to the sea in such cases.
Thank you, Dr. Richter. No, Sherlock, step away from her. Upstairs, go to your room.
Lean on me, Mother. Take your time.
Actually, I never heard her coughing. I remember now.
Otto Richter.
Oh, I feel dizzy. It's stuffy in here, isn't it?
John, are you all right?
I'll be okay in a minute. How about we find our room in the meantime?
Look at this. It's like traveling 10 years into the past with a single step. Oddly satisfying.
Alright, we successfully opened Sherlock's room.
Sharp and well balanced. It would be a pity to leave such a tool behind. Sharp and well balanced. It would be a pity to leave such a tool behind.
A knife of some kind.
The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity. Look at this, John. Remember how desperately I wanted to learn the violin? I never had a proper opportunity.
Such a shame. I always hated the rule about being silent in this place.
The only fiction book on my table. I can still hear my mother reading it to me. So many pleasant evenings were spent here with the Encyclopedia Americana. Interesting. What's that over there? This doorknob has a cross-shaped end. Too intricate to be merely a handle.
You know what? That definitely looks like a key. Let's poke around and see if we can find any secrets.
What? Secrets? Never.
The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity.
Coal dust from Miner's End, sandy dirt from the old city. We scoured the island top to bottom for these soil samples.
What's
Cannot
supposed to
believe
be?
all my toys are still here.
Hey, they were not just yours, they were half mine too.
Like a horse or something? Right.
An artifact from Palau carved out of bone and claimed to be 300 years old. My mother proved it was a fake. My very favorite plaything. It was the perfect pirate treasure.
Oh, it reminds me of our neighbour. He had the same balloon in his yard, only bigger. Do you remember?
Yes, we visited him several times while living here. Oh, these must be the notes of my earliest observations. We wanted to locate a particular dog we'd spotted, and we met it, didn't we? Need to repeat this one day, but with bullets. Sharp and well balanced. It would be a pity to leave such a tool behind.
Okay, so there should be a hidden item somewhere in here then, I guess.
A magnificent tool made for a spurious purpose, staring into the sky. I've definitely found a better use for it.
You mean for spying on people?
I'll never forget how challenging it was to obtain this simple sketch.
This time I was first to pick beds. This one's mine now. Wasn't that neighbour missing a finger?
That does sound vaguely familiar. Wasn't his name, Theodore? Theodore Gilden, perhaps?
It's the perfect time to investigate.
See if my Sherlock vision tells me where that hidden item is.
Sharp and well balanced. It would be a pity to leave such a tool behind.
But I can't take it, and I can't grab the letter or whatever is underneath it.
This time I was first to pick beds. This one's mine now.
Hmm. It says the hidden item in our room, which makes me think it's in here. Oh, here we go. Had to select the correct thing.
Nah, doesn't fit here.
Perfect match.
Aha, a pipe.
Made of cherry wood. Father's favorite. My small archive of crime clippings. Maybe I should pick up this habit again.
Must have missed something on this. Okay.
Still has a faint odor of tobacco, one of the few things on this island that smell like home.
Oh, we've taken a pipe.
I knew you'd find it in no time.
We completed the challenge. What is VR? Okay. Looks like we got... Okay, we've got that one. We've got this side case we can look at. We can talk to the neighbor, or we can do that one, or we can go check out the traders. Let's side quest it up, shall we? Look for this Inspector Placido. We've done some investigation on our childhood home, and we have a fast travel point conveniently located right next to it. Building trader. Yeah. There's the decoration place. Vectors. Nope, just all of them shoved into one room there. Alright. I don't want the archive. Ah, here we go. Okay, so it looks like Placido was looking to retire.
The files are gone, that's odd. Hive Master. Crime lords just love catchy monikers. A box of snuff. Strong stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This must have been an award for long and faithful service.
I can almost picture you as an inspector, Sherlock. You'd lie on his sofa all day and still solve more cases than the rest of the police.
No, so we're not gonna find anything in the safe. That's disappointing. Ah. Ooh, hidey hole. Here.
Now that is odd, to say the least.
Little on the nose with hiding the hive files inside a hole in the wall with a bunch of honeycomb like grid on it.
Let's take the ear, Sherry. It'll bring us luck. You'll see.
Good lord, you can't be serious.
Nice. Always play it by ear, pal.
I don't know what winning those challenges does for me, but okay, so we gotta go look up whoever this Beatrice Queen is from 1877. The City Hall! This way, City Hall. Where is City Hall? There it is. Cordona City Hall.
He's even putting up.
Does it look remotely familiar to you?
Should it?
Concentrate, Sherry.
No, we'll continue with the one we were already looking at. Get distracted by all these new side cases from the
Are you lost,
side
sir?
case I'm already doing.
Not at all. I'm right where I need to be. I'm Sherlock Holmes, by the way.
Ursula Oni, the chief archivist. How can I help you exactly?
I need to take a look at the history of Cordona and its islanders to retrieve some, hopefully, useful information.
Your brother Mycroft told me that you were direct, and now that we've met, I can see that is true.
Someone in our family has to balance the evasive nature of my brother. Well, may I use the city archives?
You may, of course, but in return, perhaps dinner?
That's a high price to pay for looking at your archives.
I was teasing you. Pay no attention to me.
Sorry, my only love is mysteries. That's not the archives. That's not the archives either. Anything?
I'm curious, how did Mycroft recruit you? I doubt you're a field agent. I imagine you work with intelligence.
That's correct. Your brother noticed me when I tracked down a spy at the archives. That's how our cooperation began. And you? Did Mycroft force you into this?
Not at all. We simply have a mutual interest in someone. Or something.
Of course. A fruitful and willing collaboration, I'm sure.
Well, I'm his younger brother. I have to accept the consequences of being a close relative of an official figure.
I suppose, in a way, we are colleagues, Mr. Holmes.
In the remotest way possible, Miss Oni.
Oh wait, here we go. British envoy. Archivist. Archive. Here we go. Citizens. The districts, miners, and there we go. Hillary and Miners End, Villa and Grand Surrey, Warehouse and Miners End, currently for sale, located on Clay Street by Stevenson's Bridge to Silverton. Alright. Okay, we're looking for Miners End, Old City. Miners End, okay, there we go. We're looking for located on Clay Street by Stevenson Bridge. Overwide Bridge to Silverton, which would presumably be this one. So there's Clay Street. So somewhere in this general vicinity, probably. Let's roll. This way. I don't have a closer. I stick roughly heading this way, I should be able to reach my destination. Okay, we're looking for some kind of warehouse. There we go. Simple enough.
There are some chaps inside, and they're armed. Be careful, Sherry.
First combat encounter.
Hey, this is Hive territory. Shoot him, boys.
I thought we were against murder.
Oh, right, I should probably not shoot people in the head. Good, he's got a mask on.
Time to knock this guy out.
Hey. B. Okay.
Too
I
simple.
forgot how the combat works. Okay. We'll get there.
It's all yours now. Go for it.
Don't bother moving.
The snuff's ready.
Just die!
Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Don't shoot people in the face. Don't do whatever I did at the end there to get shot and killed by...
This is Hive territory. Shoot him, boys.
I feel like I should have a dodge or...
Just die!
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Fuck.
I couldn't miss the party.
Too simple.
You can overcome the brute now.
Ow.
Don't bother moving.
The snuff's ready. Time to knock this guy out.
No more crime for you and
Give him the pepper snuff.
Take a rest, my...
Jeez.
Don't bother moving. You've lost. Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Give him the pepper snuff. You can overcome the brute now.
Couldn't miss the party.
No more crime for you until next month.
Okay, let's see here. What's up? Okay, that's good. Oh, he's got a thing on his back I can shoot. Do that as well. Okay, if it goes up,
Don't
you hit
cry,
Y.
you
If
live.
it goes to the right, you hit B. Left, you hit X. Got it. That's simple enough. And I didn't shoot anyone in the face this time. Everything's coming up, Sherlock. You know, I can see that being a little tedious, especially if there's like larger, longer encounters. But I don't think that was too bad. As far as combat goes. Oh, honeycombs, like a hive. Do you get it yet?
Someone's been burning papers, I see.
Here we go. Partially burned paper.
Everything knits together.
Looks like some of these hive boys have maybe struck out on their own.
Smells of burnt paper. Just another day in a smuggler's office.
What a convenient way to pull the wool over the eyes of the customs house.
Damn these puns. We've successfully investigated the warehouse. I don't know where that gets us, though. Sort of boat, maybe? We'll have to examine the clues. Okay, yeah. Deal with the apiary. Okay, right. Perhaps they can be restored. Okay, chemical analysis of the papers. Okay, we need 3 red and -3 green. Goes in there, and then this goes. Oh, this goes there. What goes there? Okay, 3 red, 3 -3 green. There we go. Gotta make sure my inputs are going into the correct outputs. Beeswax to Valen, 50 crates of yarn to Dublin. Something of honeycombs to Thessalo. We'll deal with the ape. Henry, Bridge, Stevenson's Bridge, Silverton Depot. Okay. Wait. Who's Harbor Master Building? That's the City Hall. Man, hell if I know. We have this is a point of interest. I will deal with the apiary. Could it just be the harbor that I have to go to? I don't know. I guess that's where we'll start. Need to find a fast track. Gotta be one along this road here, I would imagine. I guess the question is the apiary the name of a boat or some location? I would assume it's probably a boat. Usually there's some idea of where a location would be for this type of stuff. Oh boy. Okay, you cannot go in the water in this game. And the game is also more than happy to just let you walk right off the dock. See any designation on that boat? Any way to get onto that one either. Yard. Looks like there's more boats over this way I can check out. What would it be referring to? Isn't an apiary like a bird thing? Where you keep birds? Or is that something else? Oh, our clean water, or clear water drums are back from the sinking city. As well. Ah, the drinking Dutchman.
Does this poster truly claim that Cordona has a ghost? Unholy howls keeping you inside at night? Luigi can help. All ghosts gone. Meet on southern pier of the Silverton port. Donations gratefully accepted. This town loves the supernatural, but all I see is another scam to disprove.
The world shrivels under a skeptic's eye. That's why you're so sullen, Sherry. You leave no room for delight in the magical.
I delight in making the unknown known. Let us begin by asking someone about the poster and then pay this Luigi a visit at the port.
Come, let's continue on your quest for the truth.
Luigi of Luigi's Mansion fame, perhaps?
I am the ghost of Christmas yet to come, Sherry. I see that you'll spend it all alone.
Well, we found Silverton Port. We haven't found the apiary yet, though. And I haven't noticed any, like, hive symbols or anything while I've been running around here. Wonder if it's a location I could look up in, like, City Hall, maybe?
Hello.
It doesn't look like there's any more docks-like locations. Okay, so... Clearly a thing that needs to be pinned, but... Where are we going? Oh, well, at least we've managed to snag some more fast travel spots out of that, I guess. Okay, doesn't seem to be any businesses. Alright, I'm not sure. Sherlock Holmes is a master detective, but I am not Sherlock Holmes. Oh, we were already right there. Alright. Well, also I guess we were supposed to talk to people nearby and not do what I did, which is be like, oh, they mentioned a boat. Clearly it's a ship of some kind, and run off to the port. Because it's,
It looks as though someone or something has escaped.
A statue of a buckled cage inside a city full of criminals. Let's take a closer look, Sherry.
hey, stop distracting me, video game. Must continue with my case first. Smack that child in the face. Ah, apiary. Oh, it's a bee thing. Of course it's a bee thing and not a bird thing. I mean, obviously, they're the hive, so of course it's a bee thing. Yeah. Duh.
Sir, I'm looking for a man who goes by the name of Hive Master.
Uh-huh.
Chief Inspector Placido.
And what makes you think that?
Why, your missing ear, amongst other things. You need a larger hat. I've been investigating your last case on behalf of Sergeant Stark, and now I think I understand what happened to the Hive Master.
Humor me.
Yeah, he probably did
You
take
killed
out.
him, didn't you?
Huh. You're sharp, son. I'll give you that.
But why? Everyone deserves a trial.
Wasn't my choice. He and his thugs attacked me when I went to arrest them. It was a kill or be killed kind of situation. Turned out for the best, though. With his cronies dead, not a soul knows what the Hive Master looks like. His own gang, scared stiff of him.
So you assumed his place to dismantle this criminal enterprise from within?
Damn right I did. And after I'm done, I'm not planning to go back. I've had enough of this rotten nest of corruption. But it just won't leave me alone, will it? First, they dismiss my retirement requests, and now they send a sleuth after me.
It's not like that.
I tell you what it's like, son. This is not the first case you've worked on for Stark, huh? That amateur promoted to a sergeant for his merits? I don't think so. You're not an officer. But from what I can see, you are much brighter than the lot of them. So what's your stake in this? You some sort of consulting detective?
Yeah, kinda.
Yes, I suppose you could call me that. My name is Sherlock Holmes, at your service.
Then do me a service, Mr. Holmes. Drop this case and don't tell anyone you saw me here. Let me enjoy my retirement in peace.
Okay, well... I mean,
I have to ask, why are you so fascinated with beekeeping?
I just want a quiet life, away from the hustle and bustle. Watching the little workers like I once watched the criminal world of Cordona. Yes, it suits me just fine.
I have your ear.
What the hell? Give it to me now.
All right, but let's make it a fair exchange, shall we?
Yes.
I want a few beehives in return. I have space in my garden. Who knows? Perhaps someday I might try my hand at beekeeping too.
Deal. Now go.
I'll consider your request, sir. Either way, I must talk to Sergeant Stark.
Tell him I died a hero. Or a coward, I don't care. As long as they leave me alone.
Really, Sherry? Beehives? How old are you? 130? Unbelievable.
Stack that. Okay, let's go talk to Stark. I mean, it's not just, to be fair, it's not just any ear. Any old ear. It's, Stark's ear himself. His own ear.
How do you do?
I mean, I already have a gun anyway, so, you know, what's the point in getting another one when I can get some bees? Wonder if we can go to the house and see the beehives in the garden there.
Sergeant Stark's back at his desk, across from the Chief Inspector's office.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, you're not Stark anymore. The Chief Inspector was this way.
Any news, Mr. Holmes?
Chief Inspector Placido can be presumed dead. I was unable to find his body, but the evidence is unequivocal.
We'll definitely cover up for him.
He's gone.
I suppose I expected as much, but still it doesn't make it any easier. Placido was a good man. You would have liked him if you'd met him.
Yes, it's a pity. I'm sure I would.
In any case, no matter how bad, the truth is better than uncertainty. Please, take this as a token of gratitude. You've done us all a great service. Thanks again for your help. Good luck, Mr. Holmes.
Ooh.
Man deserves to be left alone.
Alright. So we've successfully let old man Placido have his retirement. We've found a bunch of side quests. We have to go back to our place anyway so we can find our neighbor. So let's go do that. We'll do specific side questing episodes later for some of these more. I want to check out the decorations first, and then we'll go do the other thing. Who's here?
Extra, extra! The Hive gets stung! A substantial police sting targeting the hideouts of the Hive Crime Syndicate. Read all about it! Interested in some Cordona news?
Yes, give.
Check the front page. You won't regret it.
Up this way. Clothing trader. Wait, you know what? I got some new outfits. Look good.
Come, take a look. The finest clothes for the finest citizens.
You can rent outfits too? I'm not sure what these different bars on the side are meant to be. Ah yes, buy fake mustache. Bruises, red face. Maybe. Like this outfit, but I'm not gonna
Of course,
spend
think it over. Take your
150
time.
buckaroo dollars right now. Art trader, fancy.
Landscapes and portraits. Find the one that your house is lacking.
Move out of the way, lady. Trying
My
to get to
goods
the
will
art dealer
brighten up
here.
your house.
Maybe if I had oh, I can buy a portrait of the Holmes family here. Well, let's buy that one. And this one.
Enjoy your purchase.
Stop getting in my way, lady.
Tired of your garden view?
Hey, wait a
Visit my
second.
shop and refresh it.
Don't you just...
My goods will brighten up your house.
One bench, swing chair. Eh.
You always know where to find me.
Less interested in that stuff. Alright. We've got the family portrait back and a picture of mother. Back to Stonewood Manor, and then we can find our neighbors. That would make sense, Bargoose, because, like, the graveyard workers, for instance, are always like, I don't talk to your kind. But maybe if I were dressed more like a common Joe, they'd, like, talk to me more favorably. Hey, look at this. We got some beehives.
I should write a book about the behavior of bees someday.
Alright. We see the beehives sitting in our front garden here. Let's see if we can find our neighbor now. Let's see here. Lived in a house near the Greek bridge. That's that one. Okay, so it's just in here. So maybe like here or here, probably. Oh, okay. Thank you, Shady16. It probably explained it when I got the thing. It's okay, here. Oh, there we go. Upper class, sailor soldier, local worker, police, hobo, criminal. Got it. That makes sense. Color indicates if attitude is positive or negative. Social class to guarantee that others will accept you, but you need to use more than one item, including that. Got it. Okay. Cool. I bet that's more important later. Gas air volume. Yeah.
That wretch Goliath would murder us all. Mark my words.
There's an air balloon. When you use concentration on an NPC, if they're hostile friendly, it's based on your trust and reflection. That makes sense.
Destruction and trampled ground. Destruction and trampled ground.
Well.
He was certainly under pressure.
Jesus, now is not the time for jokes, imaginary friend.
A coal gas tank. Enough to pump up an airship. Fresh signs of impact. A rough landing led to an altercation with this shed. A sailor's knife useful for cutting wet and thick ropes. It's seen a lot of use. The blade is worn from grinding. Oof, a contortionist you were not. A missing pinky, middle-aged. It's none other than Theodore Gilden. Disjointed vertebrae. Difficult to say if it was a way to start or finish him off. A kneecap reduced to splinters. A belt from a dressing gown. Curious.
Oh boy, Sherlock. Another death means another question.
And we shall answer the question. It's far too interesting to give it up to the police.
They just asked me to investigate it anyways, so...
An amount of attention that most can only dream of.
Couldn't even be bothered to find their own missing chief inspector.
A strong pull broke this leash.
My man, keeping an elephant here.
Poke the elephant with this? Really? People are hopeless.
A pool of blood and saliva, possibly as a result of impact.
Sherlock, take a picture of the footprint. It's valuable evidence. This photograph can help us find the old article about the elephants. The front page was fascinating. It was hard to believe as a child.
True. We may need it in our investigation. A royal suite for a favourite pet.
Plenty of food to satisfy even the most fastidious.
Alright, let's recreate it. There. No. That seems much more likely. Doing that, and then yep, it was the mannequin. He was being chased by the elephant. Well, this seems kind of likely so far. Oh wait, I did not see that I could validate there. I thought there might be one more. Okay, I have to put everything back here. It's definitely the elephant what came through here. Dude got what trampled by a elephant here. Oh.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Well, the question is, which one of these things is wrong? Okay, so he was getting grabbed. And then the elephant made him over here. And then just took off. Yeah, there we go.
In a fit of rage, the elephant broke the chain and threw its victim on the ground with a fierce power. Escaping the scene, it pulled the body with it, but dropped it at the gate. At least some of this was witnessed by a third party who was hurled against the shed. The elephant can't have gone too far. I can still track it.
Well, suppose you find it. Then what? Push it all the way back to the manor?
I mean, obviously.
He was certainly under pressure.
Did I miss something? Because I only found all the key evidence, not all of the evidence.
Hog heaven.
This is quite comfy.
Weird that the elephant didn't like being chained up and here and hit with the bill hook. Check that stuff.
Destruction and trampled ground. Destruction and trampled ground.
Something I missed. Clearly not important, but... upper class like me, workers and criminals do not. Okay, cool. Thank you. Alright, let's do mind palace stuff. Alright, let's see here. I guess we can see if we can talk to people around hereabouts.
Help me, please. That's a question I can answer.
Greek Bridge in the direction of the forest where Theodore used to walk it. That's the Greek Bridge, yeah. Alright, so it must be just up in this area here.
How do you do?
Yeah, most of them are kind of familiar from the sinking city. Although the inquiring with people is new. Okay, eyeballs use concentration, got it. I can probably follow the prints in this evidence, got it. Yep, search location, makes sense. Photo, okay. Nice. Under concentration, can I see elephant? Maybe when I get to... yes, here we go. Elephant tracks.
The elephant barged into this cart of olive oil.
What if we're lucky and he slipped and fell somewhere along the way?
May I ask for your assistance?
There is no amount of money that would make me talk.
Yeah, right. Fine. Here we go. Oh, the ghost elephant.
Okay, hear me out. If an elephant falls in the forest and there's no one around to...
John, no.
Oh, you're such a killjoy.
Debris.
Want to go for a swim?
Strange. It was hung with care.
Okay, the sash thing that we found at the scene definitely belongs with this robe.
The game has escaped us, for now. We'll find a solution to the elephant problem later.
Alright, let's see what we got here. Found a set of keys in Theodore Gilton's. Did those ones mean? Find a use for the item. The book is in the archives, obviously. Search for maybe the back door. The newspaper article. John wants to. Do I have any idea where the newspaper place is? City. Go to the truck. Yeah, and it...
Stop the presses. Who is Cordona's handsome stranger? Or nosebagger spurns local life? Wait, no. Foppish foreigner hides dark past. Oh, you've made quite the impression already, Mr. Holmes. You care to tell your side of the story?
I'm quite certain I have no idea as to what you refer, and I am further certain I have no interest in indulging your gossip.
Gossip? The truth will come out, but will only be heard if told well. Scandal, daring-do, romance. These are the tools of every good journalist. Nothing travels faster or lasts longer than a great story. Young man, your tale will be told with or without you. My readers demand it.
You already knew my name and seem aware of my doings here in Cordona. I presume this newspaper is your little endeavor?
Yasmin Sertel, editor-in-chief of the Cordona Chronicle. Advocate of the free press, voice of the people, scourge of the silk stocking.
Charmed, I'm sure. As an advocate of the free press, I trust you'll permit me to consult your archives? There are gaps in my knowledge of Cordona.
Oh, so my work does have merit. Well, I think we can strike a bargain. I shall provide you access, and you let me keep writing about your exploits.
So be it.
Brooding bachelor builds bridges. Now that's character development.
I guess I owe you my gratitude.
What can I say? I've always enjoyed working with the Holmes. They whisper such interesting things.
Alright. Don't want to pry any deeper into that right now. Front-page story written by a science journalist, published 10 years ago. Page, and then science journalist. Boom.
That's the article. Feeling old already?
So that was the challenge, to find the article. Alright, well. Just have to find a use for the keys, which I think probably go to his house, if I had to guess. Secured elephant farm. Nonsense. Out of the way, child. Blocking to go. police are here.
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
Oh, or it unlocks this thing.
Hog heaven.
That. Yep, there we go. I think it's just the one elephant that he had.
I can always recognize the spirit of a true artist.
Gosh, what a mansion.
This young lady has a childish interest for her age.
A little judgy there, Holmes.
You. Who are you?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. Theodore Gilden was...
Did you kill him? Did you kill the elephant?
It's not in the yard anymore. It escaped into the forest.
You can't let it go. What if it returns?
I highly doubt that, Miss...
Imogen Gilden. Please, I beg of you, find that dreadful beast that killed my father.
I suppose we do need to learn what happened.
Alright, tell me everything you know.
Can you tell me what happened? From the very start.
I was here, so I didn't see how it began. My father visits the enclosure every morning to wake up Goliath. Today, I heard the elephant scream. I've never heard such a horrifying sound. My heart stopped. I knew something was wrong. I looked through my window and saw how it lifted my father up by his neck. I rushed downstairs. I saw it dragging my father as if he were a doll. I threw stones at it. It dropped my father's body and charged outside, screaming. Its roar was almost human. I was frightened, so I ran inside and hid here.
I mean, that one's true, but...
That is a terrifying experience, Miss Gilden. I'm sorry you had to go through it.
Thank you. Goliath must be caught, Mr. Holmes.
Well, thank you for the information, Miss Gilden. I did have some questions for your father. Perhaps you might help me with them?
I wasn't privy to much of my father's life, and it's very hard to think of anything at all with Goliath still loose. Please, Mr. Holmes.
Very well. Do you mind if I ask you more questions if I find anything that might help?
Anything to catch that monster.
Miss Gilden, I was on this island 10 years ago, and your father knew my mother. I believe I even had the opportunity to ride that balloon outside, but I do not recall seeing you.
I lived at my late mother's in Sheffield at the time. I'm in no spirit to reminisce right now. The elephant is out there.
You've never heard the name Violet Holmes before? Perhaps your father...
Please, Mr. Holmes. With that beast roaming free, I can't think of anything.
Very well. I have to leave you for now.
Thank you. Okay.
Who's a cute bird?
She packed as much as she could carry.
Gonna get out of here? She only recently arrived.
False idols? Oh, sounds utterly dreary.
Yep, better just steal her book.
The same dull poses on all romantic photographs. So idyllic. Enjoy your happily ever after before it stales.
Hey, Sherry, we need to talk. You found false idols. We need to find the remaining two.
What does bazooka even mean? Would this paper be good for anything but blowing one's nose on?
They're not rubbish, Sherry. There's something more. I'm serious.
Very well. I doubt it'll be worth it, but I will find them for you, John.
You'll thank me later. They're some of the most imaginative books I've ever read.
What did you say?
Speaking aloud helps me think.
Another challenge from John. Okay, the Zoology trilogy, great. Is that a thing?
A commendable effort to barricade the
I'll talk to you later. Nothing else here.
The nicest spot in the room. Mr. Gilden spent hours of his life right here.
Staring at an elephant's backside. What a wonderful life. Looks eccentric and smells eccentric.
There's some people who pay good money for that.
Quite the spectrum. From the history of the Roman Empire to conspiracy theories of the French Revolution. Mother. It's nice to see her young and smiling. From before Mycroft was born, our family loves to prod at the past.
Holmes's desire to rake up the past is hereditary.
What's so special about this place? Another elephant? A partnership annulled with a single stroke of a pen. A catchy title. I should take a photograph of the plans. I don't want to carry them around. His second child? An apparent son and heir, I'd say.
Let's see, doesn't look like there's anything else in here. Alright, let's go talk to what's her face. There, at least for the moment, does not appear to be any additional books in this place.
A. Swift, is this name familiar to you? Your father had it removed from this plan.
Oh, that's Arthur Swift. I've seen him a couple of times here. He works with my father in the old city, digging up something ancient.
He is an archaeologist?
That's the word, yes. But to be truthful, I really don't think Mr. Swift is fit to be one. I've just learnt a lot about archaeology from my favourite book series. Oh, they are page-turners.
Inspirational, I'm sure, but would you happen to know where this Mr. Swift might be found?
I don't, but perhaps you can find out somewhere. My father's work with him is all official. Lots of boring legal papers with signatures and stuff.
Got it.
How can you read something like this? It's hard to swallow, and that's not due to the hard cover.
You're hardly serious. Any library without Nabe and Laura is incomplete. If you can read, then these books are an absolute must. Love and adventure. They're about life.
Oh, I wasn't aware that exploding pyramids were a part of daily life on Cordona.
You haven't seen life, so you might try reading about it at least.
Yeah, got it. Alright.
I found this. Who's this young lad next to you, your faithful knight?
Paul. He's my pirate. He's not really a pirate. I just call him that. It probably sounds very silly.
Your
Yes,
secret
it does.
is safe in my hands. Does Paul work somewhere? What is his surname?
His name is Paul Perks. He and his yacht Whirlpool are the champions of the Salacia Yacht Club. He sails there. I'll show you where it is on the map if you need to meet him.
A yachting champion? Well, that will be a first. I prefer dry land. And so does my suit.
We discovered when we fell into the water earlier. Was there anything else I need to ask her about? Racing inside and animals. Probably ask around at the yacht club about that. Have to go look that up.
Had Goliath been aggressive before?
It's dangerous, but it was never aggressive near my father. My father would do anything for Goliath. All the elephant had to do was clap its ears.
You envied him, the elephant, I mean?
Our house is called the House of Ivory. I've heard some people refer to me as the Ivory Girl. And my room stinks of the animal, as if it's me who lives in a pen and not Goliath. It's not envy, Mr. Holmes. It's just incredibly difficult to live like this.
Did you observe anyone else in the yard? Any of your servants, perhaps?
Servants? Do you imagine that we would have any with Goliath? No one wishes to work in this house, even for double pay. I didn't see anyone else. Only my father and that diabolical beast.
Got it. Okay. Alright, I think that's
I have
all
to leave
for
you
now. Yep, heck yeah. Covered everything. Look that up, and we have to go to the let's see what we got new here. Yeah, of course there's no relation there. Let's go to the yacht club, I guess. I have a feeling I will be back.
This young lady has a childish interest for her age.
There's nothing down here, I think. That's good. There wasn't anything else. There weren't any secret books I missed out here.
Didn't we get to fly in it as children? I doubt it could hold my weight today.
Oh, why do I get the worst jobs?
There's no way that elephant just got sick of that dude's shit and fucked him up. Let's see here. Oh, the yacht club's down in my favorite area, and it's right by the clothing shop if I need to buy new clothes in order to get the snobs at the yacht club to talk to me. Perfect.
Could you help me?
That's a question I can answer.
Hmm. Paul missed the race. No one had seen him since morning. Maybe in his workshop south of the yacht club.
A foghorn to navigate and warn others at sea.
You should have a warning to cover your ears.
I mean, it's a foghorn.
We can become pirates and show them what should be stored in here.
Sails of hatred. I suppose there is something for everyone, including champions.
Who knew archaeology could be so exciting?
Exciting is certainly a word.
Anything else in here? Foghorn and book. Got maybe everything. Whirlpool, eh?
The champion's whirlpool. Pool's bread and butter. Bloodied bandages. Has someone been hurt?
Where would a champion hide a key?
I hope Paul is more skilled at yachting than he is at hiding keys.
Into the workshop we go. I feel like there's going to be a combat encounter out here. Maybe not.
Bloodied bandages. To earn big, you have to spend big.
Ah, he was trying to get the ivory from the elephant to put on the boat.
Additional earnings to sweeten the victory. An interesting place for a message to a champion. Mr. Gilden wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty. Old betting slips. Paul always bets on Whirlpool. One victory after another. A box full of darts. Each has a needle and can be loaded with drugs. Shipbuilding, shipwright's tricks, sail weaving. An expensive set of tools for woodwork. An amateur wouldn't know how to use these.
Too ordinary a room for a champion. There's no incentive to put in any effort.
Okay, so we're gonna have to talk to someone about that. Oh no, we have to... concentrate, not talk to someone. We have to have a pen. Maybe? It would presumably be in this area, since I still haven't found all of the key evidence. Because I don't have anything else to go on there. Because that's the concentration level. Concentration. Use concentration where, I guess? Here, presumably. Search a location. Great. Search a location. I mean, I don't see anything else in this room. Here, in particular. Found everything on the 3 out of 3, so that's there. May have to come back to this next week, given the current time. Hoping to finish this area up first, but. Down up there. Cool. which is not what I wanted to do. Say something about a tea party. You can get us fresh leads for our tea party. And there's not much else I can interact with. I am unsure. My Sherlock senses aren't tingling at all, apparently, out there. And I've already looked at everything that they ping in here.
Too ordinary a room for a champion. There's no incentive to put in any effort.
So with that, all that in mind, I guess. 4 out of 4 here too, so there's not. Doesn't seem to be anything I'm missing here either. Okay. There's something in storage that I missed. Oh wait, here we go.
Undeniably psychotropes. Not for toothache, I think.
What do you mean these rich gentlemen were?
A typical tea tin. I wonder what he has for biscuits.
We're just talking about regular old tea. Why I never. I mean, I guess other than looking up ivory baths. I still haven't found all of the
A foghorn to navigate and warn others at sea.
key evidence here.
We can become pirates and show them what should be stored in here.
I mean, they've got a bunch of drugs in here, so they're storing, you know, stuff.
Oi! Hands off my possessions before you lose your fingers. Are you illiterate? The rules are written everywhere.
Ah, Mr. Perks, the cabin boy himself.
Champion, you mean? I was right. You are illiterate. I think a couple of shiners might teach you. One last chance. Who are you?
I am a friend of Theodore Gilden. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I need a few words from you about...
Get out of here. I'm not joking. Leave this place before you have cause to regret it. I will use force.
Do the police still throw people in prison for smuggling? Oh yes, with you helpless and handcuffed, I'd learn a few more secrets. We don't need to compete with our egos now, surely.
Oh no. I'd rather you tell me something more, so that I might have more reasons to punch you out.
Oh, there's no way that's Rich Boy. I mean, maybe, maybe not. TBD, I think. Missing something. Over here, on the elbow. Uh-huh, yep, makes sense. Uh-huh, uh-huh. I need to cover smuggled goods for various gangs on Cordona. I mean, I'm pretty sure the injured arm is actually from the... I'm thinking it's this one. I mean, we've got the note. I mean, I would think the bruise is more from the fact that they were knocked into the shed rather than I'm gonna go with this one.
So, a woman wishes to become a real criminal, and smuggling is a stepping stone towards that? Is there not enough prestige in yachting? Or is it easier to compete with other fools like yourself? Everyone has a starting pistol, just shoot and run.
Don't say a word. I don't know where you're getting half of this nonsense, but you're on some thin ice here that I'm willing to crack.
Damn you, Paul. I'm sick of... Who's this peacock? Does he know who I am?
I definitely know who you are not. You're not a dictionary reader, at least. I wanted to see how you... pals interact with each other in your natural habitat.
Alright, I guess we have action sequence before we can call it an evening.
But I'm afraid I have to interfere.
I'm coming for you.
Oops, wrong one.
I couldn't miss the party. I'm coming for you.
Take a rest, my friend. Too simple.
The snuff's ready.
My booty.
He's all yours now. No, you killed him.
I didn't mean to shoot that guy in the head. I was trying to shoot his hat off.
I am invincible.
Oh, crap.
You can overcome the brute now.
Can I? Yeah.
Don't cry, you'll live.
Yeah, it's not like I shot you in the face like I did your friend.
It's all yours now. Go for it.
Oh.
I will end you.
That's just... Ah.
Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff.
That didn't work.
I'm coming for you.
Take a rest, my friend.
I need to get...
Too simple.
There we go. No reason to shoot even more people in the face.
And there's no reward for risking our lives.
Paul's explanation will suffice. Your fellow mariners have a strange way of showing hospitality.
They were not my friends.
Are you sure? I would rather risk my neck for someone who's at least honest and thankful.
Perhaps then don't enter someone's life and be so judgmental, pretending you're better than they are.
Then give me your perspective and allow me to see through your eyes. What were you doing this morning, Miss Perks?
Don't call me that. I'm a champion. I was sailing.
The other club members told me that you missed the race this morning. Do champions not need to practice?
Ugh, you've talked with them already. No, I wasn't racing. I visited the doctor after that attack on me. And then I had to honor the deal with the bandits you just took care of.
I tried to tell you before, but your partners interrupted. Have you heard the news? Theodore Gilden is dead. Do you have anything to say?
Well, what a shock. To me, he was an angry old ogre. Good riddance. Was it Goliath that killed him? Did it crush him? Break his bones? Come on, tell me. I want all the details.
You have an unusual way of showing grief. Imogen wouldn't appreciate that. But yes, the animal could have been involved.
It's poetic in a way, isn't it? It takes a beast to kill a monster. I wish I could have been that elephant.
You're asking for trouble with this smuggling business. You'd better leave it before they smuggle you out in a barrel.
Don't patronize me. I've only ever had trouble with law-abiding citizens like Gilden and you, never bandits. So ask me anything you want, and then get out of my sight. I don't know what this means.
You smuggle illicit psychotropes on your yacht. Not a delivery for the hospital, I'm sure.
Of course not. I've had to cut corners to earn some money. How might a person afford to pay for a yacht in an honest way? I don't know, although I'm smart. The buyers are my customers. Adults who are willing to pay for their pleasure, or weapons for jewels. Whatever they want me to deliver. Nothing criminal.
Well, it's your lucky day. I'm not here because of smuggling. Have you tasted this tea yourself?
I wouldn't have been a champion if I had used it. It's just a side business that keeps my career afloat. It's quite expensive to compete in yachting. Sometimes I cut corners.
Such as fixing Whirlpool yourself?
Exactly. And sometimes I just have to pay. That's how I earn money. I don't sell slaves or take the last mangear from a poor family.
You're never gonna fit into high society if you're just gonna be a smuggler.
Look what I found. A box full of darts.
Hey, that's mine.
I confiscated it. These darts appear to be filled with something. Poison? How powerful is it?
It's strychnine. Enough to instantly kill a small rodent. I haven't tried it on a human. Yet. I hope you know what you're doing.
Could it immobilize a larger animal, say, an elephant?
I've never tried, but I have wondered.
Yeah.
It seems as though Theodore Gilden hung a sword of Damocles over your life and career. Were these only words, or something more serious?
Check my forearm. Pulled muscles and bruises. Small cuts. Nothing that you could call serious.
I doubt that a man in his late 50s could wrestle you.
It wasn't him. He behaved like a rat and hired brutes. His boys tried to lock my hands behind my back, but I was faster and I escaped.
Was he so protective of his daughter, or was it your feminine secret that provoked him?
My guess is that he was protecting his property. As he saw it, he owned Imogen, and he treated her like a piece of furniture. He didn't want his daughter to be loved by anyone. What's more painful is that Theodore didn't allow me to love his daughter. Typical.
I'm not sure that your relationship with Imogen could be described as typical.
Are you afraid of a woman in trousers? Now that's typical of men.
A charming picture. I've heard that champions do often pose with their trophies.
Cheeky. It is a lovely trophy, though. I'm sure you will agree.
What is it that you like most about her? Her naivety? Her father's money?
A somewhat difficult choice. Especially now that her father is out of the equation.
Does this knife seem familiar? I didn't find it in your competitor's back, to be clear.
This knife is as blunt as your humor. It's a bosun's knife, but it's not mine. I wouldn't be so careless as to mislay my tools.
Sure you wouldn't.
What can you tell me about the elephant?
He's smarter than some people here, including his owner. Although I feel he could be dangerous, no matter how much he's fed.
Why is that? Have you ever seen Goliath attack anyone?
Well, not exactly. But I saw it, abusing some poor tree during one of its walks with Theodore. The expression on that old ninny's face was priceless. But it wasn't funny to look at. Believe me, it was frightening.
A. Swift. Are you familiar with this name? The gentleman had business with Mr. Gilden.
Likely just another strange and wrinkled fellow like old Gilden was. Perhaps this Swift person has a rhino, and they wanted to see which pet was stronger. In other words, I don't know who he is, but I bet he's crazy like Theodore.
I doubt that court owner has ever boasted a battle arena for that size of mammal. You have an interesting imagination.
Not yet.
Imogen doesn't strike me as an industrious young lady, so I find it strange that she was busy packing up all her belongings when Mr. Gilden died. That's some favorable wind in your sails, isn't it?
Is it so suspicious that a couple might embark on a trip? I wanted to thank her, so we planned to go traveling. A Theodore-free place, without elephants.
The timing of it is suspicious, however. Your lady friend becomes an orphan and heir, and there's a planned trip directly afterwards.
An improvised romantic dinner will never please a spoilt girl. A planned voyage might. It's not spur of the moment.
I mean, I can definitely believe that.
I'm clueless. I don't know what this means. I'm clueless.
Between yachts, darts, and notes from bandits, I've discovered many fascinating facts about you. But this, an installment of Nabe and Laura's adventures. Why did you sully your library with this?
It's a gift from Imogen. I didn't buy it. I might have turned a couple of pages, but nothing more. I swear.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt, but your literary taste has put you on my blacklist.
Alright, we've collected all the key evidence. And all of the other evidence that there is to collect. In the workshop, we've got a lot of new clues to look into, but it's also incredibly late. So, I'm gonna call it here for the evening.